Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dwarf Let's Play as Clan Angrund and Belegar Ironhammer. We are currently in the midst of the second Vampire War, where we have taken a nice chunk of their territory here between us and the Dwarves. Dwarves took here, I've taken all along here actually. So we've got a nice big chunk of their territory, and we're marching through Sylvania now. I'm trying to get places in front of the other dwarf factions. And we do still have a few big armies out, but I'm hoping the Empire is going to really push back. That they might need a hand in the north against the Norsicans as well. But we should have sufficiently weakened the vampires for now, so that the Empire have got a bit more of a chance. So Belegar has levelled up here. Now we are upping mountaineering to make some of our units a bit cheaper.
My axe thirsts for war.
And his master engineer has levelled up. Upping our aura size. Actually, no, we'll go for this one to up the speed of some units a little bit. And is there anything I really want here? Other than levelling that up, which I can't quite afford at the moment. We've got walls on the way. We've got that. Oh, straight out that. Okay, let's start getting down Axe Lord for you. And you can just keep exploring.
Forwards.
Go that way, we're getting there. And we push that way. So the Vampire Coast is still a thing at the moment. Which I wasn't quite expecting to still be a thing, actually. We're keeping this guy up. We're going to get that 4th army out soon, though we're in a good position already to start pushing through the vampire territory. We've given the dwarfs a new position right over here to charge for. So that's hopefully going to keep them out of my way while I expand. And actually, hopefully it's also going to mean they're going to hit the vampire armies pushing this way to get to us. Now, there are some which went north, and I don't know exactly where they are, but hopefully they're getting trounced by the Empire at the moment, which will really help me. And you can see the vampire counts are still a very powerful force. They've still got a lot of armies out there, and oh, they just lost there, however. But that looked to be a brutal battle between them and the Dwarves. The Dwarves took a lot of losses, which again, I'm not that fussed by, because obviously the Dwarfs I would like to confederate with at some point, though that will make me massively powerful. And at the moment, I don't think there's any chance in the confederating. Oh, the Border Princes have been smashed by somebody over there. And I mean, potentially as it is at the moment, guys, we might at some point end up with a massive dwarf v dwarf war. If they keep expanding this way and I expand north and I can't get them to confederate with me. I mean, we're best buddies at the moment, but at some point that might change. However, we're doing better in this war than I expected. I expected this war to be a lot harder, a much harder start actually. Looks like Telek is having a really bad time over there actually.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Right, can we get any extra? No, we don't have any spare lords at the moment.
If you say so, beardling.
Get you growing up. Push your walls up. Oh no, hang on.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Straight into Eshen, which is their capital again.
For the Dummer's Crown. Nice kill.
Start throwing out walls here.
Let us begin.
You guys can start marching on Templehof, and you'll get some backup next turn. And you guys can go straight into here. And let's start building up. Ooh, yeah, no, we're gonna get some siege towers out first. Don't know how much I'll need them though, because we've seen what I can do against these settlements with our range. And these guys are coming together, so we'll be able to do some unit swapping soon. Start throwing walls out here. Oh, that's the other thing we were looking at doing. So we're actually looking at getting another lord out here to start recruiting from. So let's get ourselves a ranger recruitment station. Oh, he says, and he starts doing other things. And we're a bit skint now. You can pop down here and get the felled cargo. So we'll take the campaign buff. It's just still nice.
Let us be about this.
There look to be a lot of battles around here.
Incarnate.
Okay, and Belegar has leveled up again, so we've got full level of that. I do want to get Stand Your Ground. I'm going to keep pushing down this because this will help, and then we can also get... Do we have a reduction in value? Pledge rate is good. You know what? I'm not that fussed by that. So, what else can I buff up here? Extra ammunition for artillery, that's not a huge thing. Extra charge bonus, that's not... Yeah. Nah. I'm going to buff up his defense a bit more then.
Belegar Ironhammer.
Nice amount of levelling up going on here, which is good. We've already done that guy.
Arcane winds under control.
And you are hunting vampire heroes. There you go. Oh, we're too skint this turn.
Runes are ready.
Got a few vampire armies around, but they are much weakened. Oh, the Empire have lost Altdorf. That's not good. Oh no! Oh, you annoying Empire! They've just stopped me getting that whole region, which is actually quite annoying because I could have cleared the taint out much quicker. But I'm glad the Empire are expanding. I just wish they hadn't expanded there. I'm going to burn through here and we're going to push up to Württemberg, and then we're going to just consolidate. We're going to try and consolidate ourselves a bit more. And the nice thing there is we're also going to be pushing the vampires out of their traditional territories. I'm potentially going to get an army to walk up the mountains as well, just to get myself a nice big chunk of territory there. Oh, and they are sallying forth here, guys. So, that was unexpected. I'd have probably been better fighting them in the city, actually. So this is not something I really wanted to, guys. Wanted to let them do. I'll remember that for next time. They've probably realised I'm going to be hitting them with multiple armies. So this could be a bit of a tricky battle. However, I've got to remember my guys are reasonably solid. So it's lovely territory again. You can see the city there in the background. And the maps are just... Yeah. Right, where's the best place for us to fight? Nowhere really gonna give us anything extra, so...
Runes of power. We demand blood.
Straight solid dwarven line. Not really much else we can do. We're just going to form a nice solid line. We'll rotate towards them a little bit more. And we're going to hammer them with our ranged as they come in. As you can see, our ranged, you know, we've got a lovely range on our guys here. Now, if they don't have ranged, the one thing I do need to be careful of is their cavalry. But if I can kill their lord comes too close, he is going to get crushed by my archers. And if I can kill him, they break.
Kill the all-sweating dwarf warriors! Move! Yes! Move now! The Dowie are ready! Take them down! Strike out for the High King! Strike
You guys can
out.
turn and form there. Hitting them now hard.
The clans unite! Dwarf warriors! Zah! It is a reckoning! Move! Pump
Oh,
those
if they
dwarf
try and get
attacks.
through that gap,
Yes!
actually. Hammering them there. Their lord is potentially in range, however. Right, counter charge time.
Scoff! Vengeance! Wait a moment.
Wow, we're decimating them.
Let the vengeance begin! For the Karazhan Satisfy
You can hammer into them if you can catch them. You guys can move back here. Straight into them.
Take them down! Warriors! Dwarf warriors!
You guys can turn and deal with them. You guys can turn and push up here, actually. You guys can both hit them. In fact, you guys can turn and hit them. Let's get these guys off my artillery first. You know, let's keep hitting the cav with you guys. We're doing nicely here. Having a nice little lord off here. You guys can turn, fold onto their lord. You guys can move forward and try and get around.
Dwarf warriors!
You guys can charge in there.
Rattle! Killers! Quarrelers!
And now every ranged unit we've got is going on their lord.
Shoot the wyverns! Attack the orcs!
If I can take out their lord,
Sister gods!
they're done.
Dwarf
You guys can get
warriors!
right behind and hammer into the back.
The
These guys are doing
clans
nicely.
unite!
We're doing well here. And their lord is just going. Their lord is falling fast now. That was silly of him. He just charged me, and he's going straight down there. She is even. You can slam into the back of their grave guard, and their lord is dead. You guys can charge forwards now, and that's going to shatter these guys. And you can see a lot of their units are now straight out dying. Not all of them, admittedly, but a lot.
Pump those dwarven legs!
You see the rest of our archers hitting into the centre here.
Take them down! Quarrelers! Killers! They have wronged us.
Breaking them. They're going to start disintegrating, so we're going to leave them alone.
Scoff!
There you go, they're going now. They're not quite going yet, they're going to be going shortly. And this is it. These guys are falling to pieces. Literally falling to pieces. And they're popping. And this is it, guys. We've got this. That's one of the things vampires don't want to do. They pushed their lord through the gap, which was suicide. Because the second I took her, her army quite literally crumbled. And actually, some of their better units were probably man for man doing better than me. They were doing nice things with their cav. They weren't ideal, but yeah, they didn't use their cavalry brilliantly, but they were doing good things with that. So let's take here. And then we're going to have 3 armies folding in on their new capital next turn, and then we're going to be we'll zerg up to Württemberg, and we'll work out where we're going next. But the vampires are now in a bad way. Actually, we've consolidated our victories here, and we're going to start pushing back. The real issue now is going to be holding on to what I've got without and clearing out all the corruption, which is going to have been made worse by what the Empire has done. Now we've got all of our anti-corruption technologies already set up and ready to go. So that's not a bad thing for us, actually. But we just need to be careful here with exactly what and where we push. Because if we overextend, we will just start having places falling over. And you can see the corruption in where I've had for a while is beginning to clear. It's just the new regions where it's going to take a bit longer. And these are lots of little territories. So while the dwarfs are bigger here, these are nice. You can see this is one. Yeah, these are, well, there's 3 territories in there, but up here, like this tiny little bit is 3 territories. So actually, I do very nicely from that, guys.
Your reach grows yet further, great
It's a
lord.
new objective
Your
completed,
endless
which is
victories
good.
are changing the very fates themselves. The world falls before you.
Now that's a scary thing, so that potentially means chaos is going to invade shortly.
Bring them! Belegar Ironhammer.
You can see here we're already burning off the vampiric corruption so quickly.
The clan demands war! My anger burns bright! Lord of Clan Morgan, time to slay Oathbreakers!
How is this not saying it's an easy victory?
Bring!
Lord of Clan Morgrim. It's as good as done. If you say so, Beardling.
Okay, that's going up nicely. Let's level you up.
Master of Runecraft, tag them!
We're going to fight this battle simply because I will win it far better than they're making out. This is by no means even vaguely in doubt, guys. I'm just going to march up to their walls. We are going to pepper them, and we are going to destroy Vilmos Steinhof and take Templehof for ourselves. And there is not going to be any difficulty in this battle. The only thing I could have potentially done is attacked with another army, because these guys are a little weakened. Please tell me it's not just going to charge all of my melee from both of those armies into this battle, because that would be infuriating, because I need the ranged here. It is! Oh, that is deeply infuriating, actually, guys, because that's actually not what I needed. Oh wow, you guys are all over here. Oh wow, that's even more infuriating. Right, yes, you guys can pull back. You guys can hammer into these guys as they land. Right, you guys can all go straight on that wall. You guys can all go straight up this wall. Our range can come and reform here. I'm infuriated it's not actually giving me any ranged here, guys. Because that's what I really needed here, actually, was my ranged. But I guess they don't necessarily know. And once these guys have got this bit of wall, we're just going to zerg their lord in the background. I think we've pretty much covered their walls with ladders here.
Crimson power! Like a shot! The clans unite! Cover them! For the ancestors! On the way! Dwarf warriors!
You guys can stand there, you guys can pull up now.
Nothing can stop us!
Now, we are going to flood their walls from every angle here, so, you know, we're going to completely overwhelm these guys, but it's still not ideal. It's not really what I wanted to be doing. What I wanted, I mean, if I'd be able to choose, I'd have actually put all of my ranged in early on.
Armed and ready! We will have vengeance! Dwarf warriors! It is a reckoning! Start climbing! Go!
Okay, we're now flooding the walls.
Shoot the wyverns! Rattle!
We're about to break this gate.
Longbeards!
Oh wow, why are we not completely filling these walls?
The clans unite! Dwarf warriors! Kazuk! Will do! Vengeance!
It's going nicely. You guys can pull up here. Get ready to move on their lord with this little team here. This is the lord killing team. They are just going to charge their lord.
Dwarf warriors!
Let's get in and start hammering on that gate.
Attack! Start climbing! Dwarf warriors! Cover them!
You guys can keep pressuring here. That's perfect. I'm really not fussed by you guys charging at me.
If you insist. Ready to fight!
Especially as this is always going to happen. Straight into melee, actually, guys.
Lord!
You guys can just charge through now en masse. They've got nothing down there because they're holding the walls everywhere. So we're straight through here and into their Cairn Wraiths.
Vengeance!
These guys have been folded off a little bit, but they're still pushing nicely.
Dwarf warriors! Our fire undimmed!
Go on, Belegar, break through. You should just be able to walk through these huge things. Go on. Maybe not quite, but... a tiny little line of infantry holding us there is a little annoying, but you know.
True king of air beasts! Pick your targets well!
Once we break through here, their lord is dead. And with that, we're going to start charging this side too. We're just going to break off a couple of units to go and help these guys up here.
For Grimnir!
You guys can break out, actually.
Stop! Dwarf warriors!
This is the thing about the vampires. Even though I'm winning this easily, they do hold your line really. You know, they are great at pinning you because they just don't break. I mean, thankfully they don't have archers, because if they had archers, that would be devastating actually. We're charging their lord now. These guys are beginning to fall apart. Let's push past them now. Second I kill that lord, guys, they will start disintegrating, so...
Attack the axe! I kill orcs! I drag them! Kazukan Kazukita!
Come on, push through! Just ignore the ones who are left and push through now, guys. So Belegar is moving on and their lord is going to get completely overwhelmed shortly. We're beginning to shatter them on the walls. Some of their raves are still holding, annoyingly, but they're not going to last long. Some of our units are still holding on with very few guys left, actually, which is really good for them. Throw a fireball at him. In fact, everyone else can pull out of here. This is Belegar's fight. We're going to leave our heroes in here, and that's it.
Move now! Very well! Strike the roots! Understood! I approve! Alright! Descendant of Lord! Very well!
Go on, get on there, Lord Belegar, and he should be able to start smashing him. That she, even, and she's breaking now, and she's actually beginning to crumble. As is everything. We've won. Their army, while I was down there, their entire army fell apart, guys. I didn't even notice. And that's it! So a nice, solid victory there to take Templehof, and that's for 2 historic capitals. That's the entire vampire homeland now under allied, well, mine or my allies' rule. So that's a really solid victory for us, and that's going to cut the heart out of their vampire strength, military might, because they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to maintain their armies as easily now. Let's throw up some walls straight away, and most of you guys can pull straight back to where you were before.
I will do as you ask.
Now, so as I said, that was a really solid victory for us, and we can actually start burning off a bit of extra corruption here as well. And we will start cleansing this area. So next it's going to be pushing this. We're going to get this army's actually going to move around and push up the mountains next turn. And yeah, I'm quite happy with how this is going, actually. I'm not quite sure what I want to build where. Where do I build a Thane from? I get a Thane from this, don't I? So we're going to go this way. We're going to get to be able to unlock Iron Breakers here. What else do I want to swap over to this side? Is there anything from here I want to swap over to another settlement? I don't think there's much that I can swap over, actually. As dwarves, we can get one of these here. So this is going to be another production hub for me. So we'll have here and up here, and we're potentially going to look at getting turning Telia into one long run as well. Because Telia is already quite nicely set up here. So long as we can bring her public order into control, we can all potentially afford to lose that here actually and get dwarf production here. But I'm potentially going to look at getting Iron Breakers here, so I might not bother with that. Okay, lots of levelling up to do. Oh, we'll swap our armies around next turn.
Thirsts for war. Got them.
You can go for this Mystery Island. Veteran campaign. It's an extra replenishment rate.
Moving.
And that is going to be it for now, guys, because we are once again at the 30-minute mark. I do hope that you've enjoyed this. I know I'm enjoying this so far, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Next time, we're just going to work out how we're going to continue this. We're going to push into work bad soon. And then, don't know, I'm probably going to hold where I am there. Or anywhere else I take, I'm just going to raise so that the Empire can move back into it. The only reason I'm taking work bad is because I ended up taking the moot. And that gives me a really nice sort of defensive line there. The Empire still has here, and these two places, Tableheim and Herg, end up being a really, this sort of area here is one of the sort of key areas to defending the actual Chaos Invasion when it comes. Because they tend to come down into here, I find, and I've managed by holding these two settlements. Certainly, I've fended them off before. So what I might just do is give the Empire a lot of protection there. And again, we're potentially going to push up north and try and hit the Varg to try and defend the Empire a bit. But I also need to go and finish off the Orcs up here as well. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching.